Meditation. This is probably one of the worst terms in the English language. It's applied to so many different types of practices, all across the mind-body domain, and it retains very little descriptive value, unfortunately. Within the practice of weightlessness, meditation is absolutely fundamental, okay? But let's first define what it is. Meditation, in this particular context we'll start, is about awareness. Okay, we have practices at later stages that are focused more on concentration, and that falls into the qigong or the energy type of practice or work. But meditation at its most basic is about awareness practice. A lot of people think it's about escaping or transcending or tuning things off in daily life. And some of these things occur, but they are a consequence of practicing meditation. Meditation itself is trying or the act of being fully present and aware. Okay? This is nothing mystical. It's nothing that we are not hardwired for already. We do it naturally as children. You do it naturally when you're doing your hobbies, your most favorite hobbies, when you are listening intently to somebody, when you are immersed in a particular problem or solving a problem at work. We dabble in these types of meditative moments, but we rarely know how to activate them. Okay, and it's important that we start with knowing what we are doing, or what that actually is to begin with. And a very simple description for it is we could call it non-judgmental awareness. Okay, everything that we think and feel in life has a connotation to it. For example, blue mats, I like blue, blue is good. For example, soft mats, good for falling on, something like this. I like hamburgers, I dislike salad, whatever it could be. We see things and we immediately associate a value or a connotation with them. And after that, it doesn't allow us to experience the world in a new way. Okay? We don't get to see what's new or novel or beautiful because we see the past and we see things that we thought before and we see things that we felt before, and we're not actually present and here. So part of the practice is learning to decondition or deconstruct the way that we feel and the way that we see the world. Okay? I have an ego, I have a name, my name is Tom, I like these things, I do these types of things. For the moments that we are practicing meditation, I am not Tom, I am not enjoying certain things, doing certain things. I am perceiving things openly. I have no ego, I have no internal agenda or ambition at those points. I am being receptive to what I can see, feel, and experience. There's no voodoo about this. Again, it's extremely natural, and it's fundamental to being a healthy person. In the concept of weightlessness, we talk about unburdening ourselves. Okay, the path of weightlessness is about releasing the body of tension, of heaviness, of stiffness. And on the mental side, meditation is designed to release us of the mental baggage that we carry with us, the stress, the fear, the anxiety, all the stuff that belonged to yesterday. It could even be fear of the future, stuff that belongs to tomorrow, but stuff that is not here now. Okay? Right now, I don't see the things that cause me pain. I don't feel the things that caused me pain yesterday or the week before. It could be an argument in a relationship. It could be a problem that is occurring at work. How well can you step into this moment and leave that behind? That is what meditation is about fundamentally. And we all need this. People talk about stress reduction and mindfulness. Absolutely. I mean, this is a direct effect or byproduct of meditation. That's a good thing to do. It's good to relieve stress, but there is something so much more fundamental about the way that we think and about the way we perform when we are free, when we're not bogged down by all the shit from yesterday. Okay, we need to be liberated from that so that we can perform, so that we can be healthy, we can be strong, and we can appreciate, the beauty of the moment today as it's passing through. So within that, there are 2 points there that fall into this category of awareness. One is presence. Okay, that means that within every moment there are smaller moments. Right now there are passing moments. Every moment, every second, every moment within a second, there contains so much information that I can become aware and I can become sensitive to. How many moments in our lives pass because we are thinking about something else, because our mind is on yesterday, our mind is on tomorrow, and we miss life right now. This is the only thing that's real. We feel those things, but right now, this moment, you and I listening to me, this is your moment to be with 100%. Okay, that is meditation. I'm also aware of how the feeling or the sensation of the floor underneath my legs. I'm aware of the temperature in the room. I can hear the buzz. There's a slight buzz of the subway that's coming soon. These things are all coming into my experience right now in the present. And so the measure of a meditator, if you will, is the ability of someone to be fully present without overlaying their own ego, their own ideas, their own ambitions, their own values. And it's not to say those things are always bad. We need them to survive. But there is another part of who we are and what we are that needs to experience the quality of the moment, okay? The novelty of the moment, the beauty that is occurring right now around me. It could be pain, okay? There are still, there could be things that are not pleasant to experience right now. You might be eating bad food, but are you tasting the food? You might be experiencing a bit of pain while you're exercising, but are you experiencing it fully and being with that? This is a rich experience, even if it doesn't always feel good. So part of it is the process of becoming alive by being fully present, okay? And that's the two sides that we need to focus on. One is presence, and the other side is non-judgmental awareness. Can I be present and perceive what is going on right now? Can I be with my breath fully? Can I concentrate on my breath while being receptive to other things that are occurring, and all of this coming into my perceptive field without judging any of it, and without my mind jumping to that next thing? Okay, I might hear the subway. I might hear any type of sound that triggers a thought that takes my mind from one place to another, and I've lost my concentration. Am I able to hear those things and be aware of them without associating that with a million other things and going down that long trail, cause and effect, conscious thinking? So this is what meditation is for now. Let's put it in the awareness camp, okay? And as we practice, you are trying to feel, you are trying to be fully present, you are trying to be aware of what's going on. It is that simple in terms of description, in terms of practice. It's the hardest thing you will probably ever try to do in your life. It just is. It is the hardest practice in life, to simply be here, to be fully present, to be still and aware. But it is probably also the single most rewarding once we really hone it as a skill.